I am I am approaching my last session on this painting. If you've been watching my videos on this particular one, this is giving you kind of size range of how tall it is. And how wide it is. Okay. But I've been getting a lot of inboxes and DMs of people asking for it, pricing, and things like that. Asking me, what inspired it, asking me if it's Jesus. And before I finish this, I just wanted to first thank everybody who has found interest in this side of my artwork, and I appreciate all the questions and the intrigue on it. One, first and foremost, yes, this is a depiction of Jesus. For whatever reason, God has called me to have a desire to make artwork in His image of my own choosing. I do look for references of images that I put together on my own to help me create the base of the projects that I make. But honestly, I really don't have a direction in how it's going to turn out, how it's going to look in the end. What I have been doing is pretty much just following directions of what Spirit gives to me to create. I do feel like in doing these paintings or drawings or however it chooses to come out, it is a very healing experience for me, and it also is my way of giving an offering to God instead of the typical way in church or giving back to others. I choose to invest my time, my free time that I have, in creating pieces of Jesus. So I'm not even going to say religious pieces or spiritual pieces. I have been called to tap into Jesus as a person, as just a man, as the person. And there's a big debate on whether he was black or he was white or what he looks like. But let's be real, none of us actually really know, and probably won't know until we meet the maker. But for me, being able to tap into my imagination and do these things, it is bringing me closer to my relationship with God. I don't know why. I grew up in the church. My mother is a very my mother is blessed with the ability to speak tongues like it's her second language. And I've seen things in this life that have confirmed to me that there is something going on here, in the spiritual realm. And I am grateful that I have been able to witness these things, to even open me up to, again, wanting the desire to learn more and to get closer. The painting, again, I'm just following directions. And so I feel like everybody speaks on Jesus as the man, as if he didn't have temptations and he didn't have anger and he didn't have the same things that us as people may struggle with. I think we forget that God was a man, Jesus was a man, and I think we forget that. And in this particular piece, when I researched and looked up other images of Jesus on the cross and Jesus with the crown of thorns, I was seeing a lot of images of a white Jesus who looked, of course he was in anguish, of course he was in pain, of course he was exhausted, of course he was sad. Anybody would be. But for some reason, I was drawn to an image of power, strength, I don't want to say anger, but who wouldn't be? You know what I'm saying? So for me, when I looked up references, I typed in black men in anguish because I was looking for facial features that I needed. Anger, vengeful. I don't want to make this video super, super long. I just want to give more of a background of where my mind is at when I'm doing these type of things. I am a big fan of Super Saiyan energy, combat. So that's another thing that I pulled from. in what I was looking for and what I was going for. Another thing I noticed in most images of um, the hanging of Jesus on the cross was it's usually a sunny, very clear sky, cloudy, not, it's like a beautiful day, sun shining. And I was drawn to the night. I was drawn to create the moment where when they went to go look for him in the burial tomb and he was gone. That's where I went with it. I wanted to depict Black Jesus risen and walking away at night, thunderstorms, dark sky, determined and moving. Okay? Um, Dreadlocks, of course. Lightning cracking. I'm very, very, very proud of this section here. This is my first time drawing or painting lightning. I was asked if the crown was made out of glow-in-the-dark paint. It is not. It is two different metallics, gold metallics. Fire eyes. I'm not done with those. I did get the first layer on. And so this is my last session though. I'm about to go in. I'm going to do his lips and his blood, tears. The blood stains on the crown. And then I think I'll be done. I don't want to do too much. I just really want to do what's necessary to get off what I feel. Like I said, I'm just following directions. And for now, that's it. I'm not going to share any more of this process with you. I am going to complete it. I'm going to sit on it for a few days just to make sure that it's done before I varnish it. And again, that's my favorite part, is varnishing, because that's where I know I'm finished, and that's where you just put the clear coat on to protect your painting. And so right before I do that, I'm going to reveal the finished product to you, or the finished project to you. But yeah, this is what I do. It's Thursday around 7 o'clock p.m. I couldn't wait to get home and finish it. My goal was to be done by like Monday that just passed, but tattoos and just other things was coming up. So it's cool. It's fine. It's getting done in its own timing. I'm not tripping. But yeah, I just wanted to show my face and, as an artist, just drop a little bit about this particular piece so you can know what it's about, where I was inspired from, why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm going to say what someone told me, God always calls the qualified. So when they said that, that really stuck out to me. But yeah, thank y'all.